Hey fellow Rangers, it's me, Mario. It's been a while since the last time I've been talking about Great Western Trail, so let's dive in deep into this building spotlight over here. We're gonna talk about 6A. Now, I've already said that these middle of the road buildings are not great when I've been talking about 5B, like 2 years ago or something like that. But with 6A, I got a story to share with you. So I think this building used to be quite playable and quite good when it used to be called 5A and it costed 3 builders instead of 4. That was in the first edition of Great Western Trail. Is probably the single change, the only one that I didn't like when I got the second edition instead of the first one. All the other changes, I like them a lot. This one, I'm not sold on it. But still, what does this building do? This building will let you get ahead for a discount of 1 coin, and then, well, actually, you can do the action in any order, but it always makes sense to get the head first, pretty much. And then you can move the train depending on how many engineers you got. So, I mean, the plan is pretty simple. You should try to get an engineer, right? And then move the train accordingly. So, when should this building in theory be good? I chose this game because I'm into it and because I think it might make sense. So in this game, you see, it's not a really good engineer game. You got the 2 engineer buildings close to the end of the track, okay? And they are very close to each other, so you cannot jump from one to another. So going for engineer doesn't make a lot of sense. But there are a lot of engineers on the offer, not many other heads to be taken. So you might find yourself in the shoes of wanting to, actually not wanting, find yourself in a stage of the game where you really need heads and engineers is all you can get. So how can you make this plan work? Well, ideally, you could place this beautiful 6A somewhere like over here or somewhere even down here, so you can go get in this part of the route. You can take your action, then you refill coins, and then you take another engineer action, and then you deliver. That would be an ideal loop, right? So this is when this building can be pretty strong in theory because of what it says it does. The problem, the 4 builders in its cost. So back in the days, it used to be that you could have a single builder and you could like go on the first loop a taxer, then get the builder, then on the second loop upgrade it, and then go for engineers. This is something that was honestly pretty niche. It was not that frequent that you could do that in the first edition, but I still think it was something you could do every now and then. Right now, this building is not that anymore, pretty much. This building most of the time now is built with the 4th builder to be able to then upgrade it on the next loop to 10B. Thanks to maybe an higher you can do over here. So the ideal thing would be you get the 4th builder over here. You get the 4th builder, you build this building, then you jump straight onto this building on the next loop when you have enough coins. You move the train, you stop on a station, you get the station master tile, you leave down your 4th builder, then you hire your 4th builder with a discount and build 10B. This is like the dream. Most of the time, this is the stepping stone. It happens a lot with the level 4 buildings that they are stepping stones towards 10B or 10A. And this one works well in some games, worse in some others. In this game in particular, if I was going for builders, which is not a given since there are no builders available, I might choose to keep this building, try to go for this building and build all this building and then upgrade this building later on, since I would like to get the coins from this one. So I would like to upgrade this building more than I would like to upgrade this one. But basically, this is what this building is right now. So right now, a stepping stone towards greater buildings most of the time. It can also work for a builder, but this is basically a builder's building now. You can also have a kind of hybrid strategy where you get up to the 4th builder and then you go full engineers. But still, it's hard to keep this building available for you. Most of the time, you just want to upgrade it to a better building. That's the destiny of all the middle of the road buildings that get built at some points. If they don't have free steps or hands onto them, it's very hard to justify keeping them because you don't want to take that action each and every loop. But this is what it is right now. What it would be nice, it would be, is if it was again another kind of this building that you could build anywhere. Sometimes this building can work wonders for one time only. Again, this is something that you're gonna hear me say a lot about these mid-sized buildings. They can be good to take one action one time in the game and then be upgraded. And this building can be great when neutral building A is close to the end of the road, where you are gonna be taxed and it's gonna be hard to get the coins to purchase heads. Then you can build your own head market close to the start of the route where you get the money from Kansas City. So I would say that this is gonna wrap up what this building might be useful for. So first and foremost, I'll be honest, it's gonna be a stepping stone towards greater buildings, 10A and 10B. Otherwise, it can be sometimes a substitute for NBA. If NBA is close to the end of the route, or if it's just in a bad spot, you can build your own head market for one. Maybe you can get twice the higher action. And very rarely, it can be a decent building when you're gonna go for 4 builders and then engineers. Right now, at 4 builder cost, it's very, very hard to justify this building where you're going for engineers. Yes, you could say you can have 2 builders and you can build like 4B or 4A and then upgrade it to this building in just 2 actions and then go for engineers. But honestly, most of the time 4B and 4A are so good that you want to keep them sticking around, and you're gonna just get the builder to get that building, and then later on you can just leave down the builder on some station master tile. So I would say that that's it. 3 different uses, one that is way more frequent than the others, unfortunately, but keep in mind that you can also do some wonky stuff every now and then. Always be on the lookout in Great Western Trail when you can have some weird but strong plays like this one. All right, I would say that that's all. Sorry if I disappoint you after so much time waiting for a private building video, but that's all I have to say on 6A for now. All right, see you next time. Matters out. Bye-bye.